The Anunnaki descendants. Are they living among us? In the dusty archives of the British Museum, a cuneiform tablet sits behind bulletproof glass, bearing witness to one of humanity's most enduring mysteries. Etched into clay over 4,000 years ago, this Sumerian artifact speaks of the Anunnaki, beings who came from the heavens to earth. But what if this ancient testimony isn't mythology at all? What if it's a historical record of an encounter that fundamentally altered the trajectory of human civilization? The question that haunts archaeologists, historians, and researchers today is not whether the Anunnaki existed, but whether their genetic legacy continues to walk among us, hidden in plain sight. The Archaeological Awakening. When British archaeologist Sir Austen Henry Layard first excavated the ruins of ancient Mesopotamia in the 1840s, he couldn't have imagined the Pandora's box he was opening. The cuneiform tablets he unearthed told stories that predated the Bible by millennia, yet contained strikingly similar narratives of floods, divine beings, and humanity's origins. The Sumerian texts spoke of the Anunnaki, literally translated as those who from heaven came, with a specificity that made scholars uncomfortable. These weren't vague mythological references, but detailed accounts, complete with genealogies, technological descriptions, and what appeared to be historical chronologies spanning hundreds of thousands of years. Even more intriguing was the consistency. From the Epic of Gilgamesh to the Babylonian Enuma Elish, from Assyrian chronicles to Akkadian poetry, the same story emerged. Advanced beings had descended from the heavens, genetically modified primitive humans, and ruled over early civilizations before mysteriously departing. The genetic enigma. Here's where ancient history collides with modern science in the most unsettling way. In 2003, the Human Genome Project revealed something extraordinary. Approximately 200 to 300 genes in human DNA have no identifiable predecessors in the evolutionary tree. These genes, which scientists diplomatically term orphan genes, appear to have been inserted into our genetic code without any apparent evolutionary pathway. Dr. Francis Crick, co-discoverer of DNA's structure and Nobel Prize winner, proposed that these anomalies might indicate directed panspermia, the possibility that life on Earth was seeded by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization. While mainstream science maintains these genes evolved through unknown natural processes, the Sumerian tablets offer a disturbingly precise alternative explanation. According to these ancient texts, the Anunnaki chief scientist Enki combined their genetic material with that of early hominids to create a hybrid workforce. The Sumerians called this new creation Adamu, remarkably similar to the biblical Adam. But here's the twist that keeps geneticists awake at night. If such genetic manipulation occurred, the descendants of these hybrids would carry identifiable markers, signatures that could theoretically be detected today. The bloodline hypothesis. Throughout history, certain families have wielded disproportionate power and influence, often claiming divine right or noble blood. From the pharaohs of Egypt who married within their bloodlines to preserve divine genetics, to European royal families obsessed with maintaining pure lineages, the pattern is unmistakable. But what if these weren't mere human delusions of grandeur? What if they were desperate attempts to preserve something genuinely otherworldly? Consider the Merovingian dynasty of medieval France, whose kings claimed descent from Jesus Christ himself. Or the Habsburg jaw, a genetic anomaly so distinctive it appeared in portraits for centuries, maintained through strategic intermarriage. These families didn't just claim divine heritage. They exhibited physical and intellectual traits that set them apart from common populations. The most intriguing case may be the persistent legends surrounding the Rothschild family. Beyond their documented financial acumen lies a curious pattern, an almost supernatural ability to anticipate historical events, make impossibly prescient investments, and maintain coordinated global strategies across multiple generations. Critics dismiss this as mere wealth and connections, but the statistical improbability of their consistent success raises uncomfortable questions. Modern manifestations. Today's world offers even more compelling evidence for those willing to look. Silicon Valley's tech elite display problem-solving abilities and innovative thinking that seem to transcend normal human limitations. When Elon Musk casually discusses colonizing Mars or developing brain-computer interfaces, When figures like Ray Kurzweil predict technological singularities with startling accuracy, are we witnessing normal human genius or something more? The pattern extends beyond technology. In finance, politics, entertainment, and science, certain individuals demonstrate capabilities that stretch the boundaries of human potential. They don't just succeed. They reshape entire industries and civilizations with an almost intuitive understanding of complex systems. More disturbing are the physical anomalies occasionally reported among elite families. Unusual height, distinctive facial features, exceptional longevity, and resistance to common diseases appear with suspicious frequency. Medical privacy laws prevent detailed study, but anecdotal evidence suggests genetic variations that mainstream science struggles to explain. The cover-up question: if Anunnaki descendants do walk among us, the implications would be staggering. It would mean human civilization has been guided, perhaps manipulated, by a hidden aristocracy with genetic advantages and ancestral knowledge unavailable to ordinary humans. It would explain the persistent inequality, the concentration of power, and the seemingly coordinated global policies that transcend national boundaries and political systems. Such revelations would fundamentally challenge every assumption about human equality, democracy, and social justice. Is it any wonder that if such knowledge exists, it would be suppressed by every means necessary? The Vatican's secret archives contain an estimated 35,000 volumes of catalogued materials, with unknown quantities remaining classified. Government black projects operate with budgets larger than most nations' GDPs. Tech giants collect genetic data through ancestry services and health apps, with purposes that remain opaque. The Modern Hunt independent researchers worldwide are pursuing this mystery through multiple channels. Genealogists trace elite bloodlines backward through millennia, seeking common ancestors. Geneticists analyze DNA patterns for anomalies consistent with ancient hybridization. Historians re-examine archaeological evidence with fresh eyes, freed from academic orthodoxy. The internet has democratized this research, allowing ordinary citizens to collaborate on investigations that were once impossible. Crowdsourced genetic databases, digitized historical records, and leaked government documents provide unprecedented access to information. Yet every breakthrough seems to trigger increased censorship, platform bans, and mysterious fact-checking that shuts down inquiry rather than encouraging it. The very intensity of these reactions suggests investigators may be approaching uncomfortable truths. Living among us. If the Anunnaki descendants exist, they're likely hiding in plain sight, successful, influential, but careful to blend in. They would form informal networks, marry strategically, and pass down knowledge through private channels. They might view ordinary humans as a separate, inferior species, worthy of management but not equality. Their agenda might be benevolent guidance toward human advancement, or it might be something darker, systematic exploitation and control. The current trajectory toward digital surveillance, genetic manipulation, and artificial intelligence could represent either humanity's greatest leap forward or its final subjugation. The answer may lie not in ancient tablets or genetic laboratories, but in the mirror. Do you possess unusual abilities, unexplained intuitions, or ancestral knowledge that seems to come from nowhere? Have you ever wondered why certain people seem to navigate life's complexities with almost supernatural ease? The Anunnaki descendants aren't necessarily hiding from us. They might be hiding among us, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves, or for us to finally recognize them. The question isn't whether they exist, but whether humanity is ready for the truth about its own origins and future. In a world of increasing genetic manipulation and space exploration, that revelation may come sooner than we think. And when it does, everything we believed about human history, equality, and destiny will be forever changed.